Path of Life rerun has come to global, and even though this event was the one that kicked off this Can You AH Tower series I do for the events last year, I decided to remake it all for you with commentary just as a special bonus. Like always, I look at the stages and go, can I Abyssal Hunter you into submission, and try to complete them all with my lovely hunters, using them a max of 4 times each. So once again, let's descend into the depths of the sea, while we remember our vows to defend her, we made long ago. Stage 1 starts us off with the Gladia solo with her S2. The mix of ground and aerial enemies means she's the only hunter that can solo this stage. This event has us fighting Seaborn obviously, which means nervous impairment and stuns are at play once again, but we've had our practice with that in Act or Die, so we can manage that pretty easily in this event as well. First one done, and on to number 2. Stage 2, and our other captain won't be overshadowed in his own event, so he gets a solo clear as well. His S2 is a pretty broken skill when it eventually charges up, and with the regen he gets from his talent when enemies hit him, just like Gladia, we get a pretty easy solo. Stage 3 introduces a nice mechanic of this event, the waterway beacon. Basically, put an op near it, and when it fully charges, it allows units to deal burn damage and slows the enemies down. Very useful in later stages and EX stages, but for right now we ignore it, because Spectre, despite being the 5-star, is still the GOAT. 3 block with AoE damage as well as healing means one-laner stages like this are her playground, and she easily cuts down any Seaborn in her path. BP4 breaks the streak, and we have to use 2 units. And once again, we are doing another captain's dance. Gladia on her S2 deals with all the aerial enemies, and our other captain on his S3 deals with the ground ones. We use his S3 instead of his S2 since it's the only way to reset the nervous impairment build-up and stop him from getting stunned. Once again, we ignore the beacon and the event mechanics, because if it's one thing the AH units do best, it is ignore event mechanics. Stage 5 starts us off with Spectre Altar defending the red box. This is because it stops an enemy dropping something on death while they are in the red box, which makes fighting an elite that comes out of that easier by stopping them from getting their power up. Skadi goes down next to defend the bottom lane, and after that it's Andriana and Skadi ult on S3 to chill for a bit. Spectre ult uses her skill to deal with the elite on the right side, and Skadi ult and Andriana's skills are activated for the elite on the top lane. Overall, not a hard stage to do. BP6 is started with Spectre to hold the line, followed by Skadi ult. Then the little handies are used to remove the Netherseed brand before it spreads too much. Spectre ult is placed with her S2 to deal with the elites on the map and kills them both, and Spectre with her skill kills the lone one on the bottom. Spectre ult comes back off cooldown and tails with the last few enemies for us. Stage 7, and we finally get to use the event mechanic for the first time. Our first captain goes down first on our choke point tile, and then Gladia comes in to charge the beacon. Enemies do a bunch of nervous impairment on this stage, but by continually using his S3, our captain avoids the stuns. Once the beacon is active, he also does a burn burst whenever he attacks on skill, which is super nice to help clear out the enemies and secure the win. Stage 8 is our boss battle, and it is a fun one. Spectre goes down first to start the kill zone, and then when we have just enough DP to place Gladia to catch the first enemy before it leaps. Our other captain goes down on his S2 to complete the kill box, and finally Andriana starts charging the tower to give everyone burn damage, while slowing the enemies down for her and Gladia to kill. I'll let this clear play out in full and see you in the outro.
They will cough up some useful information.
Enemy unaware for now.
Who takes joy in the fall?
So many enemies. How annoying. Playtime's over. There's no escape. Pretty fashionable. dangerous ones. So many enemies. How annoying. Playtime's over. Return to the abyss. Mission accomplished.
Surprise, motherfucker. We have another stage to do after the boss stage. This one is very different from a normal stage. You just gotta survive each wave until the cannons can wipe them out, and the only rule is survive. This is the Seaborn throwing everything they have at us, and without our captains, we'll show them the power of our hunters. This is our line in the sand moment, and we will not fall. And there we go. This was a fun remake of my first AH Tower. If you want to see the full list, here it is. This has been a fun year posting my stupid AH clears, which I hope you enjoy. Big thanks to all the support you've given me over this last year, and I'll see you all for more fun in the next event, I guess. Bye!